Welcome to SEO FAQs, where you get answers from your favorite SEO expert. Hey, Nick. Today's question is how to charge and price and build clients for your SEO services.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, that is a difficult question because I don't think there is a perfect answer. I think as you get more and more experience, that you also build experience in how to bill and charge for your services as well. In a previous question, we talked about how there's millions and billions of dollars being made by companies through organic search. And what we're looking is to capture a certain percentage of that. And as long as we are building hourly, you're never really going to be able to get your fair share. So the ultimate goal is to be able to, bill on like a retainer or a set value that doesn't necessarily back into the amount of time. It's a value-based approach. So for instance, if you were able to provide a strategy that allows a company to make $100 million, in a year, you shouldn't feel bad for charging 10 grand a month or $120,000 a year, even if it takes you 10 hours or 100, hours, because the value to the company is the same. And the goal for you is to be rewarded for the knowledge and value that you're providing to them, and not strictly a timer that is counting every single every minute that you're working. With that said, I think what's really important to recognize is that is kind of what we call the advanced way of looking at it. And you have to be able to build a portfolio that substantiates that type of pricing, because people are taking a risk by paying you up front with the idea that you're going to be able to get them that value at the end. So like myself, Sarah, other individuals, we all start hourly and we always bill less than we are probably we always bill less than we're worth. But what I would recommend is an hourly rate that's probably an average in the agency world is anywhere from like $100 to $300 an hour. And I realize that's a huge range. So depending on where you are at or how much money you're making, you might want to back into a rate that's good for you. When I first started, again, I had 10 years of agency experience. My hourly rates through agencies were, $300 plus, but I was trying to build a new portfolio that was just tied to my name and not to any agency work. So I actually went back to $100 an hour. What I wanted to do was get my clients to buy in at a little bit of a discount rate and be able to build up that exposure. And it's not tied to another company that I had worked at. And 4 years later, I'm doing a lot more value-based pricing. But when I am pushed to tell somebody an hourly rate, I tell them, $250 to $300 an hour. And that is just based off of the value that I believe I can provide to these particular clients.
So you agree that SEOs should underprice themselves when they start a bit?
Oh, I don't want to commit to that. I think the reality is you need to do what you need to do to be able to get those at-bats. I would rather charge a little bit less and work for a client or a project that is a good fit that is going to succeed versus charging the quote unquote appropriate amount and risk some sort of failure. So I think that's the closest I'm going to be able to give you to that that answer.
Thanks, Nick, for sharing your valuable insights with us today. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and follow me and Nick if you're not already. Until next time, happy optimizing.